Millions of people are currently inflicting cumulative damage on their internal organs without realizing it. They are engaging in a behavior that most doctors now consider a silent health hazard. The culprit is the chair. From office cubicles to car seats and living room couches, the average person now spends between 8 and 14 hours a day completely stationary. This lack of movement triggers internal biological changes that persist for years. The damage compounds in the shadows of the metabolism long before the first physical symptoms ever appear. A single hour at the gym cannot reverse the physiological toll of sitting for 10 hours straight. The cellular breakdown that occurs during a day of stillness remains largely unaffected by a short burst of evening exercise. While sitting feels effortless, it creates a profound biological mismatch. Human systems were designed for motion, and forcing them into a state of permanent stillness causes them to fail from the inside out. For the vast majority of human history, survival depended on constant physical output. Our ancestors walked, climbed, and carried throughout their entire waking lives. Our internal chemistry is still programmed for that high-activity baseline. When we remain dormant for hours, the body's regulatory systems begin to malfunction. This chart tracks energy expenditure. While moving, your muscles maintain a steady burn to power your systems. However, the moment you sit down, your metabolic rate immediately drops to its lowest possible level. As that energy burn hits the floor, your blood sugar levels begin to climb. Without active muscles to pull glucose from the bloodstream, insulin sensitivity decreases, leaving excess sugar to circulate through your system. Over a period of years, these daily metabolic failures consolidate into chronic weight gain and a significantly higher risk for type 2 diabetes. A stationary body essentially loses its ability to manage fuel. This turns every meal into a metabolic burden because the biological machinery meant to process it has been switched off. Inactivity also degrades the mechanical efficiency of the cardiovascular system. In this cross-section of a blood vessel, we can see the difference. Movement keeps blood velocity high. In a seated state, the flow slows and stagnates, reducing the efficiency of oxygen delivery and waste removal. This sluggish circulation creates ongoing friction and strain on the arterial walls. Data shows this persistent lack of flow is directly correlated with higher rates of heart disease and increased mortality. The heart was never meant to pump alone. It relies on the rhythmic contraction of leg and core muscles to help push blood through the veins. Without that assistance, the heart works harder under less than ideal conditions. Beyond the blood and chemistry, sitting physically reshapes the musculoskeletal structure. Standard chairs and screen use pull the skeleton into a collapsed profile. This animation shows the transition. The spine loses its natural curve, and the neck is forced into a forward-leaning position that puts immense pressure on the vertebrae. The abdominal muscles go soft from disuse, while the hip flexors become chronically shortened and tight. This imbalance creates a constant state of joint stress and localized pain. Moving up the spine, the brain itself begins to suffer from this lack of physical input. Physical activity is the primary driver for regulating the blood flow and hormones the brain needs to stay sharp. Without it, the mind becomes prone to fatigue and persistent brain fog. Human mental clarity is hardwired to physical movement. A stationary body and a sluggish brain are two parts of the same biological decline. The most difficult part of solving this problem is how deeply it is embedded in our culture. Our modern offices, our school classrooms, and transportation systems are built to enforce inactivity at every turn. Constant movement is the baseline maintenance signal the body requires to keep its systems functioning. Reversing the damage does not require an impossible fitness transformation or hours of intense training. The solution is found in micro-adaptations. Standing up every 30 minutes, stretching for 60 seconds, or taking a short walk resets the body's metabolic and circulatory switches. Your body adapts minute by minute to how you use it. Choosing to sit less is the most direct way to defend your health against the silent hazards of the modern world.